This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Orbits of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Complete to Chimre DK. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
They're going to throw. May. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson.
A gain of 6. Complete to Rondale.
Throwing here is May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. From the 46, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4. At the 46.
From the shotgun, May with it. Short throw caught by Bowers. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
5-yard gain on the play. Complete to number 89, Brock Bowers.
Here's May. That's complete to DK. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's May. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
In motion right is Jones. To the air, May. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Alex Pierce. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Here now, second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Again, it's Corum. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And a first down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 12
A good gain of
yards.
12 yards that time.
That's another first down. First and 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
That's good.
From the shotgun, it's May. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 34 yards. Result is a first down.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
18 more yards there and another first down.
That's another first down. A gain of 18 on the play. Results in a first down.
Running left, Corum. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
They run once more with Corum. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Blake Corum, 27 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the turn running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they're coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Orbits nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's to Bowers once again. And he goes out right around the 39. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession. They've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is incomplete.
Pass on 2nd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
Back to
5.
throw.
The ball caught by his rookie wideout.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw here on 1st down. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
At the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out. And the Orbits are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Back to throw again.
Looking
left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense taking over again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Their own 13-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-back type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's another first down. It's a gain of 20.
They'll look to throw.
A first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10
looking to throw.
yards to go.
And that's incomplete.
Intended for Brenton.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now back to throw. Complete to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw. And that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding room at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
ETN once more. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's good for a first down.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play. And
back to throw now on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Fighting through. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At the 3-yard line.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Britton Strange ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not to pass the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But the man is bound. He's got it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
back to throw. Will try and do this himself. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. T.J. Sanders, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
31.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
good.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw here. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Second and 10.
On the throwaway. It's second down and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And a first down. First and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Second and 9 now. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 7.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
I got him. He's mine.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good for a first down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 6. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Orbits get a bit closer. And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that enables him to also pick up the first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taken down at the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Bond.
A gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
He'll look to throw.
He's got a man. That's Bond.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here's a give to ETN. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
But it's 4th down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Orbits have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Orbits 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
13 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Trevor Etienne. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Orbits 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And some room to run now. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.